You need to listen and listen clearly. He said there is something magical about getting away from your day. There is something magical. Remember why big event, why destination event. He said there is something magical. There is something magical about getting away from your day to day grind. There is something magical getting away from your day to day grind and on your dream and focus on the future to be life. Now, total immersion, total baptism. Even if it's only for a week, it is good. Even if it's only for a week, it is what? It is good. You can use it to refocus. Oh, I love this. You can use it to refocus and recommit to your future and gather the strength necessary to go back home and do what's necessary to move your business forward. This is why every one of you must ensure you are in Abuja January. This is why every one of you must ensure you get your ticket for this big event. Listen to me. Emerge is before us. One of the reasons why you need to be there is because it will help you refocus, it will help you recommit, and it will help you gather strength necessary to go back home and do what is necessary to move your business forward. Please, let me ask you here. How many of us here want to move our business forward? How many of us here want to emerge? How many of us here want to be celebrated? If you want to be celebrated, go to the group chat and write your name and say, I, Alaji Sani, I, Alaji Bello, I, Binta, I, Michael. Just write your name if you want to be celebrated, if you want to be one of those who will be top enough, if you want to be those who will emerge, who will be at the top, click that box and write your name. I want to see the names coming. I want to see the names coming. If you want to be one of those who will be celebrated, you want to be one of those who will be the top leaders, you want to be one of those who emerge, go to the chat box and write down your name. And write that, wow, you can see Mohammed, he said, I must be celebrated. Oh, David Daniel Osho, I must be celebrated. Now, let's continue with this training. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm still laying emphasis. I'm still laying emphasis on the importance of big events. I'm still laying emphasis on the importance of big events. Now, let me, I would like to share with you something quickly. I want you to pay attention to this. I would like to share with you something quickly. Now, what is this? Why big events? Number one, big events help you gain strength from the event and presentation. Number two, it aligns you to your vision. It aligns, alignment of vision. A statement could change your world. A statement could change your world. Listen to me. I remember I went for, and that was just few months, maybe a few weeks after I became this wonderful. And guess what? I didn't have money to go for that big event. As a matter of fact, I was broke. I'd used all the money in me already to sign. It's one of the biggest package. And guess what? When my leader, Nurse Juliet Okonkwo, called me, like, Paul, you need to be here. You got to be here. I said, man, don't get transport to get some time ticket. Man, you need to be in Abuja. And let me cut the whole story short. You know, if you are in the city of Kaduna, you will know that there is where we used to enter car. We call it the Appiam Road. It's very shortcut. What you do is you go to Godingora and 350 naira. Now, normally the transport from Kaduna to Abuja was 1,000 naira. But when you stay at that, they can even take you for as low as 300 naira or 350. You know, and that was where I stayed, and it was really like a raining season period. So I entered. When I entered, that was how I found myself in Zuba. When I landed Zuba, she called me, Paul, where are you? I said, man, I'm in Abuja. Where are you? I said, Zuba. She said, you are not yet in Abuja yet. You're still outside. So you need to get yourself into town. So that was how I entered this luxurious bus. Before you knew it, I struggled. I landed in Bega, and that was how I found myself in the event center. Guess what? The hall was packed full. So I didn't get access into the hall. Already I was tired, already the event has gone, long into it, and that was ready to prepare for the next day. And guess what? I was outside, and that was when the team leader came. And one of the things I saw that really caught my attention, that changed my world, when I sharing his testimony, and Dr. Victor was just sharing, and he was sharing with us how he was sick. He was sharing with us his business was going down. He was sharing how he almost lost his teeth. And one of the words I heard from him is that he made up his mind unstoppable. He said whatever he needed to do in this business to be unstoppable, he made up his mind he can never be stopped. And guess what? When he was sharing that testimony, I had already started facing rejection. In fact, my first contact list, already 100% of them said they no do. In fact, I submitted the second list, already 100% of them said they no do. In fact, already facing rejection from my father. My father was not in support of the business. I borrowed money from my mother. My mother borrowed from the church to give me to start this business. So I already had AC on my head. And that's what my friends were not willing to do the business. One of my friends I counted on to do the business. After he went to the hall, all he could tell me was that by the time I buy my car, go on vacation, by the time I build my house, then he would come and start the business. Already, I was already frustrated. I was already discouraged, only for me to hear Dr. Victor telling me that he has made up his mind to be unstoppable. And from that day, I told myself, I said, next year we come for that event. I will be on the stage. Listen to me. Just a word, just a statement, and change your world. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, validation of your decision is very important. You know, a lot of people already still think that this business is not yet valid. People are still scared of this business. Some people still think that this profession is not for them. Some people still feel that will they succeed. Some people still need validation. They still need social proof. But when you come for big events, you begin to hear when people talk positive peer pressure from recognition, ranks, and next levels. When they begin to celebrate people, they begin to hear from their testimonies, they begin to hear from their experience, begin to hear from their stories. If they can do it, you now tell yourself, if this man can do it, I believe obviously I can do it. If I one of the people I heard in Lagos, I want you to know that every event pushes you to the next level. That's one thing you must understand. Every event, you know, after that one in Abuja, the next event they organized was in Lagos. If I tell you how I managed to find myself in Lagos, you'll be shocked. I've been to Lagos in my life. This was the same business that took me to Lagos. That is just the truth. And traveling to Lagos on my own was something else. I told myself, if I need to enter midnight trailer, if I need to enter night bus, if I need to enter pickup, if I need to start trekking. How many of you remember the man that trekked that time during election, when election was won? You heard of the man that trekked? Enough. I told myself, I need to trek Lagos. I will trek it. And guess what? By the mercy of God, I tell you, I found myself in Lagos. And when I began to hear the success stories of so many people, in fact, somebody that was there, she said she was frying akara. Somebody said she was roasting corn. That was how she saw the opportunity. I said, if these people can do this business and succeed, I am in. I am in. And that was the closer. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that big event helps you overcome fears. It helps you overcome fears. It gives you courage, boosts your belief system. It strengthens you. One of the reasons why you see us run the business fearless. One of the reasons why you see us do business as though we cannot be stopped is because of event. There is something big event does to you. There is something real to you. There is a painting. There is a culture. There is something that you see big event impact into us. Ladies and gentlemen, promote big events. I want you to pay attention to me right now. I know for many of us, we're already having challenge promoting big events in our team. We're already having challenge. You know, some of them can get their ticket. You're already having challenge. Peradventure, someone is here. You have the party. But the challenge is, how do I get my team get their ticket? How do I get my family members, my friends get their ticket? How do I get those who asking for urgent 2K, urgent 5K? They keep requesting for money, but they are not willing to do the business. They keep asking you for help. They are not willing to do business. And the question is, how do you promote? How do you show them? How do you sell out tickets? In fact, in a meeting, and my friend was telling me that he has sold out 1,000 tickets. I said, what? You mean? He said, him and his team have sold out 1,000 tickets. I said, this is crazy. 1,000 tickets. Now, I want you to understand this. I want you to think about it. Now, watch it. One of the things you must understand before you can promote and sell out tickets is to think about the merits. Begin to think about what it can do to your business. Right now, most of you in your team, you have about 50. Some of you have about 10. Some of you have about 100. Some of you have about 5,000. Some of you have about 100. Some of you have about 2,000, 10,000 people, depending on the number of connectors in your team. Listen to me. I want you to think about the merits. Imagine everybody in your team comes for this event. Just think about it. Picture this in your mind. Imagine every Tom, Dick, and Harry comes for this event. Think about it. How much impact do you think it will do to you? How much ripple effect? Just think about it. Think about the momentum it will cause in your business. That even that person in your team that don't like coming for training, he decided to come for this event. Like, hey, just think about it. That is it. I believe you get that. Now, I want you to know that the best way to promote event also is to know the venue and to know the date. Know the venue and know the date. Because a lot of them will be to look at my leader. Please, when is the date? It will be an error that you as a leader, you don't. It will be an error. You promoting the event, you don't even know the venue. Because some of them are thinking of where to stay. Thinking of town now. Some of them have never been to Abuja in their life. Yes, I was speaking to one of my team leads who came to Abuja for the first time in his life. This guy, all his life, this guy has been in Kano. He has never left Kano for anything. All his life, he has been in Kano. He gave back to him in Kano, he schooled in Kano, he got married in Kano. So when I was telling him, I said, you are coming to Abuja. He said, one life and Abuja. Yeah, he got a Tnushi Kano. The Kano, the Jigawa Kano. He said he has never traveled out of Kano. Wow, you mean you've never traveled out of Kano? Now the good news is you are coming to Abuja. And to cut the whole story short, he was excited because he has never been to Abuja. And he was like, oh, I can't go to Abuja. Please, I hope you will guide me. I hope you will give me where to stay. I said, don't worry. Now listen to me. You need to understand that already our leadership have a system to give you where to stay. So where to stay will not be a problem. If any of the team member is complaining, I don't have where to stay, your friends are saying they don't have where to stay, tell them no problem. We get that sort of all our offices will be open for all of you. Are you getting me? All our offices will be open. In fact, I remember, in fact, some of the offices are even more conducive than even where I tell you, we have all our offices will be open. Some of you stay in the office will have a lot of hotels, will have a lot of guest rooms. So depending on your capacity, are you getting me? And it's fun. Camping together is fun. Staying together, I'm telling you, it is super fun. So you need to know the event. Now, thirdly, I want you also to understand that one way to promote this is to share your last experience. And that's why by tomorrow, by the grace of God, we'll be having the C21 FG cell meeting promotion of event. By tomorrow Saturday, it will be a corporate event. Now, what is this is also for prospects, this is for people that are not yet partners, this is for your friends, this is for your partners, everybody you know that you can push to that event. Tomorrow Saturday, president to the mastermind, to the G8 leaders, to the delegates, to every connector leader, all of us will be there. So what do you need to do? You need to ensure that you push everybody for that meeting tomorrow. Ensure that everybody, that's where they will get to hear our stories. You see, I don't stop sharing my stories. So you as a leader, some of you leaders here, you've attended one of our trainings and you knew how impactful it was. It is your duty to also share your story. Let me give you an advice. And this advice is from Eric. Now, he said, an advice from one of our top leaders, Eric Warren. He said, do you see this room? Now, listen to what he said. He said, do you see this room? Imagine this. Do you see this room? He said, it holds about 2,000 people. Every event. Now, watch it. He said, do you see this room? It holds about 2,000 people. So we have this event 3 times a year. 3 times a year. He said, here's the secret. He said, here's the secret. The secret. He said, at the next event, half of these people won't come back. That's the truth. He said, at the end of every event, half of the people in that room will not come back. But the other half that does will be making twice the average of everyone else in the room. I want to share with you the secret. He said, but the other half that does come back will be making twice the average of everyone else in the room. Your job as a leader, your job as a team lead is to be the 1,000 people who will come back. And that is not all. Please stay with me. And that is not all. Continue. He said, and that is not all. Pay attention. Pay attention. He said, at the next event, half of those 1,000 won't come back. Half of those at the next event, half of those 1,000 won't come back. But the 500 who do will be making 4 times the amount of the average in the room. Please, I want you to pay attention to this secret. This continues from event to event. This continues from big event to big event. As long as you keep and continue to come back, you'll end up being among the highest paid people in the room. And eventually, you will even find yourself presenting on the stage. Please, somebody go to the chat box and say, go to the chat box. If you're with me sharing this story, go to the chat box and type, go to the chat box and say, I want you to understand that there is a secret to success. I'm telling you the truth. We have always told people there is no secret to success, but let me tell you the truth. There is a secret. There is a secret. There is a secret to success. Let me tell you, if everybody knew this secret, everybody would have been successful. Maganan gaskiya, the truth is, there is a secret to success. Had there were no secret, everybody will have become successful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking out time to share with you some of our secrets. You see, it is not just by labor, it is not just by hard work. One of my secrets in this business, what has kept me consistently in this business, what has kept us moving higher and higher. When you come back next year, you will see us at the other side. When you come back next year, you will see us higher. You will see us higher. Any one of you that is already creating reason in his mind not to come for this meeting, forget it. You cannot be successful in this. Mark my words. If you are in this Zoom room and you are already making up your mind, you are already creating a reason in your mind why you will not be in Abuja next year, January 10th and 11th. Listen to me. You cannot be successful in this business. That is just the truth. Now, I am not forcing you, but this is what it is. Eric Warren said he made up his mind. He made up his mind from that day. He made up his mind. No, Eric Warren said sometimes the tickets were his issue. So it is the same problem everywhere. Nigeria problem is different from China problem. Don't think China problem is different from Peru. Kenya is different from Canada. People are the same. People are people. People in Cameroon are not different from people in Ghana. People in Ghana are not different from people in Bauchi. People in Bauchi are not different from people in Abuja. They are not different from people in Lagos. People in Lagos are not different from people in Taraba. That is it. This is just the truth. They are the same everywhere. So you need to understand that the same challenge you are facing in your city is the same challenge that they are facing in Lagos. The same challenge they are facing in Lagos is the same challenge they are also facing in where? In China. It's the same. It's the same. So Eric Warren, this man is not a Nigerian. He's telling us that sometimes tickets to pay money, tickets But he found a way around it. He found a way. There's always a way. Go to the chat and type, there is always a way. Go to the chat and say, there is always a way. Type, there is always a way. There is always a way. I want to share some secrets. I want to share with you something. Go to the chat box, type, there is always a way. There is always a way. There is always a way. So I want you to begin to make up your mind, because we have 7 days left to the discount. Yes, your father, he said there is always a way, man. Always a way, guys. There is always a way. There is always a way. Go to the chat box, type, there is always a way. There is always a way. Keep coming. There is always a way. There is always a way. Yes, Mohammed Boko, there is always a way. There is always a way. Now, listen to what Eric said. Listen to what Eric said. So I love this. He continues by saying, note, he said sometimes child care was the issue because he just got married and he has baby. He said, I relentlessly searched for a babysitter. And you know that in US, it is worse than Nigeria. The way it is in the Western world, it is not the way it is here in Nigeria. Their own is even worse. But if these people can get a way around it, how about you? In America, you cannot just carry your children and give your neighbor and say, I beg, you travel. Just they look my children for 2 weeks. I remember the time my mom was traveling for a wedding. She told our neighbor to take care of us. For 1 week, we didn't see our parents. But our neighbor were the ones taking care of us. You cannot do that in US. In some countries, you cannot just give your neighbor your children and say, please watch over my children for me. No, you have to hire a babysitter. So what you're trying to do is until they got one they could rely on and trust. Can you imagine? Because they couldn't afford to miss the event. He said, sometimes I struggle with how to get to the event center. Because instead of taking a nice direct flight, you know what he does? He said, I sometimes start to book 1 with 2 or 3 connections. That's the truth. Do you know that the way it is, instead of flying direct, you know, when you are flying direct, the amount is high. When you are traveling from Bauchi to Abuja direct, you know you pay high. You pay high. But imagine some people right now, because they are coming from Bauchi to Abuja, they will have to enter a vehicle from Bauchi to Jos, then from Jos to maybe another city, then from maybe Kefi to Abuja. Do you understand? They break the journey so that it will be cheaper. That is just it. This is what he said. He has to board 1, 2, 3 connections. Instead of flying sometimes, I drive. Some of the people coming from Lagos, some of them will be coming by road instead of flying, because flight ticket now is mad. That is it. If of recent, I was going to Warri. I discovered that just my going alone was going alone 130K. Coming back 140. That's already like 200 or something. It's crazy. It's crazy. You understand? Booking alone for Enugu here, you are booking. So some of you, what am I trying to say? You make up your mind, no matter what they do, you must be there. If I need to enter trailer, I will enter trailer. If I need to negotiate with one of Dangote trailer drivers and tell him, please, as you are taking cement to Abuja, Allah, give me middle seat. I will join you on this trip. You negotiate with them and come. The essence is you make up your mind. You make up your mind. You must be in the event. Instead of flying, I drive. Even piling into one vehicle. Even if you commit with a group of people get there. Like some of you coming from a certain state, you can hire a vehicle and come together. There were times I reserved a bus and recruited people in my area to share the ride. Can you imagine? The point is, I made it a priority and I made it to the event, no matter what. No matter what. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to make a commitment this morning. Every leader listening to me, from the top to the top. Listen to me, every leader listening to me here, from the top to the top. I want you to make a commitment this morning. Go to the group chat. I want everybody to write, I will be there. I want you to type, by the mercy of God, I must be there. Go to the group chat, everybody. Begin to type, I must be there. I must be there. I must be there. I want those already who have got and those who are about to get. I want those already planning to even get for their spouses, get for their wives. Yes, Odia Ibrahim. She said, I must be there. Muhammad, I must be there. Mamaki, I must be there. No matter what, I must be there. Evelyn, yes, that the nipple. Sunday, I must be there. Write it. By the mercy of God, I vow to be there. By the mercy, by the grace of God, I am my team. You can write, I am my team. I am my friends. I am my colleagues. I am my partners. By the mercy of God, we vow to be there. We vow to be there. And as you are decreeing here, so shall it be. As you, yes, God is saying, he said, I must be there by the grace of God. And no, don't even think of missing it. Oh, don't be told. Listen to me. Watch out for these people who will come for this event. Watch out for these people. Watch out for these people. A time will come, these people that are always coming to events, they will be the ones sharing their stories on stage. Where will I have been? Imagine I've been missing event. Yes, I must be there with my team by the grace of God, inshallah. By the grace of God, I must be there by the grace of God. From Chioma, I must be there. Make up your mind from today. Make up your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Yes, I love what this person said. He said, by the mercy of God, I must be there. I must be there. This is from Muhammad. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap up with this meeting today, I believe you are getting value for your time. The good news is, for some of you who will be coming, for some of you who will push yourself to this event, you will even be winning amazing prizes. I remember one of our people who came for this event, a young boy, in my team, of course, a very young boy. When he came for this event, all of you know his story. Do you know that this young man, in our team, this boy came for this event? He just came to this event with a mindset of receiving. In fact, to cut the whole story short, the last day of the retreat, everybody were already packing their bags, preparing to go back to their home. This boy did not even have transport. He did not even know how he would go back home. But to shock you, this boy, before the meeting was over, won a car. This boy went home with a Benz key. Yes, so this boy won a car. You see that Benz that was parked? How many of you remembered? How many of you saw the Benz? That Benz that was parked. This boy was the person that won the car. In fact, do you know that from his story, his parents told him not to leave the state. His parents told him that they will not give him money. He should find his way. His aunties, all of them, his uncles, nobody were willing to support him. But as God will have it, this boy won a car. Some of the people you see winning cash prizes, 100,000, 500,000, these people did not even have transport to go back home. But they won cash prizes. They won cash prizes. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. There will be cash prizes. A lot of people will win awards. A lot of people. In fact, registration, you can even get free registration on that day. Free. That is it. But make up your mind to be there. Make up your mind to be there. Vow to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to end by saying this. One of the things you stand to gain, already I'm sharing with you the need to be there. We cannot overemphasize the need of the event. Of course, you'll be hearing stories from trainers. Some of you, you've not even seen this one-on-one. Like some of you on this Zoom meeting, you've never even seen me face to face. It will be my honor to see you face to face. It will be my honor to shake hands with you. It will be my honor to snap with you. It will be my honor to relate with you. It will be my honor to discuss with you people. I'm telling you, you get to see our G leader. You get to see our mastermind. You get to see the president. you get to see our country managers, you get to see even our foreign partners. And one of the things again you can do is what? On that day, we'll be giving what? We'll be giving tickets. Tickets. A lot of people will be getting their vacation ticket on that day. It wasn't like that before. But on that day, a lot of you will get vacation tickets. Our next anniversary in Philippines, because the president is coming to Nigeria February. So a lot of you will get the information, first class information. You'll be getting to hear the latest product. First class lunch. Yes, I know on that day I'll be having a lunch with my leaders. My leaders will be meeting in one of the top hotels. All my leaders, all my partners will be having a lunch after the retreat. It will be super amazing. Some of you, you'll be seeing your future. You'll be seeing your future. Ladies and gentlemen, and above all, I want you to understand, you will be impacted. Above all, you'll be prepared for the next level. Above all, you will contact the fire that will not stop you. You will contact the fire that will make you unstoppable. You will contact the spirit of success. Some of you, when you come for that event, that is when poverty will break in your lineage. That is it. Something will enter you. And from there, you prepare yourself, I will never be poor again. Already from the look of things, some of you are already becoming the light of your family. Mohammed, stop writing on the screen. Some of you already are becoming the light of your family. I'm speaking to you right now. Already some of you are beginning to see that, oh, from this business, already your parents, your brothers, they are already looking up to you as the star. But let me tell you, when you come for that event, it will be established. Ladies and gentlemen, as I end, I want you to understand that this line is the advice I received all those years. In fact, because I was ambitious and hungry, I figured out a way to what? To outlast the people that were less committed. And my income kept increasing. Each time I came for event, my income kept increasing. Each time I came for event. Look at all your top leaders today. Look at all your top leaders today. Mr. Henry, I remember the first event he came for in Abuja. I remember clearly, Henry, you know that was why you are where you are today. I remember Sani Jafar, the event he came for is what made him what he is today. The same thing with Engineer Richard. The same thing with Comfort Eze. Some of these leaders, I had to put on their neck. I had to put rope. I remember the first event. Comfort Eze gave me one reason why she cannot be. He was giving me reason. He was giving me reason. You know, I am a leader in the church, and you know, my father is a pastor, and you know, I am a leader in Zumuntamata, and you know, I am the imam of my mosque, and you know, different reasons. I have to put hope on her neck. I said, if you don't come for this event, forget about success. But guess what? When you see this leader standing today, the reason is because they never meet an event. Hajia Adiza, the reason you see them growing, their team is expanding, is because they never miss event. Who am I leaving? To see Jennifer Ipeti, she never misses event. All our cell anchors, they never miss event. Bishop Daza, he never misses event. Nothing is dreams. Oh, I can't imagine missing an event. No, I can't even process it. In fact, I was speaking to one of my leaders. Do you know that the day we were doing one of our big events, that was the day that his sister was getting married. He told me, mentor, my sister's wedding is today. I said, which of your sister? I said, my blood sister. The same father, the same mother. He said, as a matter of fact, I am one of the chief organizers. But I told them that, see, between this wedding and this event, if the dates clash, I will choose this event and this wedding, I will not come. Do you know that that leader I'm telling you today chose this event and left the wedding? He just sent money to them. He said, please use this money for this event. Thank you. That is what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, Ajia Buhari, all of them, these are people I am talking about. These are people I am talking about. I want you to understand that even when people are feeling down, I feel proud of myself. I'm still standing because of events. I'm still standing because of events. I will continue to grow. You will continue to grow. You will continue to expand. You will continue to move from one level to another. You will emerge because you decided to come for this event. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are with me and if you agree with me and if you believe what I'm saying, I want you to go to the chat box and say, see you in Abuja. See you in Abuja. See you in Abuja. Go to the chat box and say, see you in Abuja. By the grace of God, I and my team, we will be there live. We will be there live. I want you to go to the chat box. I see you in 80 days. See you in 80 days. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. See you in Abuja. Beautiful. Now, I want to share with you the worst. Listen to me. The worst that will happen to you, the worst that can happen for you right now, is for you to sit back and hope that your team will pay. As I'm talking right now, some of you leaders, you have paid, but it is not everybody in your team that is an like you. Please, I'm wrapping up. Don't without me wrapping up. I want to show you right now how you can do it. The worst thing that can happen to you is for you to sit back and begin to think that everybody will just begin to pay for the ticket automatically. You see the way we are taking time to eyes of people, because some of us, it has taken us years. Our eyes have been blinded because of the impact of 10 years, impact of 20 years. You have been hearing negative. It has closed your eyes. And don't think that it is just one meeting that will open it. No. You see that we are meeting upon meeting upon meeting. We are trying to open your eyes, so that it can be open for you to see the need for this event. So don't just sit back and keep your team members to be inside the event. Don't just be an announcer, become a promoter. There's a difference between an announcer. You see what I'm doing here? I am not just announcing, I am promoting. Because at the end of this event, at the end of this meeting, I'll open the account. For everyone here that has not paid his ticket, I'll be dropping account number, giving a discount. Please, be sure. I'm Richard. I want you to get your account number ready. All our anchors, all our cell anchors. I want you to get your account number ready. After this meeting, you'll be posting it here and they'll be transferring their money. Don't just be an announcer, be a promoter. Anybody that say, oh, I don't have the complete money, collect what they have. If you are here seated and all you have right now is 10,000, all you have right now is 8,000, all you have right now is 7,000, pay it. Pay it. All our cell anchor, go to the group chat, begin to drop your account number there. As you are paying it, send the evidence of payment to your leader. Become a promoter. Carry your account, carry your POS machine. Anywhere you see them, some of them you see them in the market. I was talking to my friend. I said, how were you able to sell out? He said he met some of his team members in their shops. He met some of them in their offices, and they were paying money there. Promoters don't buy excuse. Some of them will tell you, hey, my wife is pregnant. Tell them, don't worry, we will make arrangement for that. But you need for this. Some of them will tell you, hey, I don't know. Maybe tell them, don't worry, I pray for you. You will not be sick on that day. Pray for your team. So don't just be an announcer. So all my selling, all our sell and cost, all of you, Jennifer, Jafar, all of you, place your account number. My secretary, place my own. All of you post your own here. Everybody post your account number. If you know you are under the sell anchor, whatever amount you have, if you know you've not bought your ticket, because I want to help some of you here, even if it's 5,000, pay it. If it's 7,000, pay it. Whatever amount you have, pay it in. There's no time, pay it in. Because right now the ticket is 20,000, but every sell anchor here has been discounted. So every sell anchor here will be paying the other 10,000 for everybody. It is under discount, but we have 7 days left. We have 7 days left. I affirm that I and my team will make it for this event. I affirm that I and my family, I and my friends already have bought extra tickets. I love what some of my team leaders did. Someone like Daddy Gambo, he bought extra 12, 15 tickets for his team. Someone like Professor Mipo, he bought 10 tickets for his team, but all of you have forget. Someone like Adida, she has to buy extra for her team, so that when they are bringing their money, they can buy. They can buy. Some of you, if you have 100,000, pay it and secure 10 for your team. If you have 200,000, pay it. Because that discount will be removed in the next 7 days. And once the discount is removed, people come in next. Because some people will be rushing at the end of the month. We know them. People trying to rush in to buy the ticket. By the time we remove 20,000, people will be rushing with their money. By that time, the money has increased. That is it. So what you can do is to secure the ticket for them and then be collecting the money from them small. So right now, your team members are here together. Just transfer. Once you transfer, send the evidence of payment to me. Send the evidence directly to me. Once you make your payment, send it back to your leader. Once you pay, post your evidence of payment on the group. Once you pay, post your evidence of payment on the group. Every one of you paying immediately, post your evidence of payment in the group. Ladies and gentlemen, as I end this meeting, we've come to the end. Please stay. We are not over yet. I just want to play a short video for all of us. I would like to play a short video for all of us. I want you to watch this video. I want you to watch this video. This is a secret. Some people are already leaving this group. They are already leaving. You are leaving. You don't know that the juice is at the bottom. So don't ensure that your team members are here to the end. I want you to watch this video. I want to show you something.
Let's say you want to get 100 people at an event. Let me give you some training on how to do that. I am a ninja at doing this. I'm world class. There's very few people that me that promoting a company destination event. This is what made up for most of my lack of ability and lack of skill, was this skill. So if, let's say you have an event in September and your goal is to put 100 people into that event. Number one, you have to know what the date is. You got to know where the location is. And you got to take a look at what you have in raw materials from your team in order to be able to work with. And some of you have a team to work with, and some of you, the team's going to be no good. You're going to have to do this with a fresh team. So if the team's no good, then that's fine. But let's say you got 10 people on the team. If you have 10 people on the team, it's your job to crawl inside their mind as a leader and say, let's each of us get 10. Let's come up with a strategy. Let's come up with training. Let's come up with competition. Let's come up with recognition programs and incentives and peer pressure and constant communication. Let's talk about it all the time. Let's meet with your people. Let's call everybody on the team. Let's call our customers, invite them. Let's everybody on the team recruit one person this month and invite them to the company convention. Let's solve all the problems. Let's figure out the babysitters. Let's carpool. Let's share hotel rooms. Let's do whatever we got to do in order to be able to make this happen. Let's eliminate all the excuses. Let's go have an adventure. Let's go do something outrageous. Let's change our family history for forever. Let's do it. Let's go. Come on, you plus me. If you have one person on your team, it's enough. You in? It's one person on your team is enough. Say, come on, you and me. It's just the two of us. But two people can conquer the world. Come on, let's go. You recruit 10 people, and I'm going to recruit 10 people. We'll have 20 people, and then we'll get each of those, and we'll help each of those get 5. We'll get 120. We'll have more tickets sold than we even have space for. Let's just do it. Let's shock the world. Let's freak out our families. Let's shut up every person who's ever doubted us for our entire lives. Every person that said, no, we can't do it. See what I mean? So you plant a vision and say, come on, let's go change the world. We got this, you got this. Yes, there's going to be distractions. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, there's going to be issues, but so what? The story of what we're going to do is going to be told by the entire company. We're going to be the biggest story in the entire company 6 months from now, 8 months from now, because of the decision we made. Matter of fact, let's take a picture of the moment we made the decision and let's sign it. Let's put it on the wall. Let's tell the world this is where it started. This was the garage of Apple Computer. Let's make it so. You see what I'm saying? So casting that vision is one, and then you got to put together a strategy around that. How are we going to do it? Are we going to name our campaign about these events? Are we going to name it something? Are we all going to wear the same color t-shirt or whatever when we show up? What are we going to do? What's our strategy? See, here's posers inside of network marketing. You know what they do when it comes to events? They announce, hey, there's going to be an event in September. Amateurs, you know what they do? They invite, hey, you should come with me. Join me at this event in September. It's going to be fun. You know what professionals do? They promote, and they're relentless. They will not stop. Everybody says, enough, oh come on, there's more to life than this event. And they say, no, there's not. We're doing this. We're making it happen. We're making it so. If you have any doubt in your mind, don't hang around us, because guess what? We're going. We're doing this. We're making it happen. Do you feel the energy of how I talk to people when it comes to growing something?
Absolutely.
We're going to go after it. Why do I talk like that, and why do I believe like that? Because guess what? When I get around this guy, I'm the emotional security blanket for him. I've got to have my belief so high, so red hot, that he says, I just got to be around that. Because I let life get in the way. If I get around him, all those distractions are going to pale. They're going to disappear. And I'm going to stay focused on my dream. So, your events are big. They're huge. They're massive. Some of you, I think you're going to earn significantly more than $1,000 a year. You come back to this event. Some of you should get 10 tickets or more to this event. You haven't decided to for whatever reason. That's up to you. But here's what I'm telling you. You make the decision, you say yes, tell the world, and then figure it out. It's going to change your whole life. That's all. How many people wish you had more people at this event? Raise your hands. The only reason why I encourage you to come back is because I know it's going to help. But you know what's sad? Even though I'll love to see you again, is if you let life get in the way and it's just you again. Instead of you plus 100. You changing your team's perception of the world. So, event strategy. It's the easiest shortcut I know to going to the top, because it overcomes all these other lack of skill that are out there in the profession. So proclaim it. Tell everybody you're going to do it. Be relentless. Go crazy.
Wow, this is awesome. Be relentless. Make up your mind not to let life go in the way. Make up your mind, every leader listening here, please make up your mind not to let life get in the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our presentation this morning. I really appreciate every one of you who come here. I believe you're super inspired already. All the information you needed is already on the screen. Already, I believe you are either you've gotten or you are about promoting the event in your team. The best promote this is to start fresh blood. Anybody event now, as they are paying their bike ticket, paper payment, the bike ticket, metro payment, the bike ticket. That is the best way to promote event. I know you are trying to raise your team, you are already down. Leave them, focus on this fresh one. dinner you are inviting, whether they like or they don't like, just secure their ticket for them. You get me? That is the best way. That is the best way to secure and promote what and promote this event. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of this. Please, God bless you all. I love all of you, and I cannot wait to see every one of you tomorrow in the general what in the general cell group with the president and everyone. I love you all, and God bless you. Please feel free. I will almost everybody now. Feel free and say what you want to say. I really appreciate all of you. I'll be playing a short video of our event. You get to feel the fire, you get to feel the heat, and you get to understand what we are talking about. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Feel free, you can unmute yourself and say what you want. Bless you and see you all. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Grace means moving from a place where you are struggling to a place of abundance. Buy into the vision.
And how to burn the bridge and the consequences of not burning the bridge and the benefits of burning the bridge, which is giving up what you like best for you to get to where you want to get to.
It overflow. It means that when it is full, there is no space for any other thing. Abi? Fantastic. That is how this business must move. You must be fully involved in the business to the point where you are so fully involved that nothing else can come on top of it. That is how you really get to that grace level very fast.
A lot of us are running not to win. A lot of us are running not to lose.
What are excuses? Excuses, no matter how valid, are the reasons you are still where you are. Your dream has to be bigger than your fears.
Power pack is so enlightening. Like, you think you know so much until you come to a place like this. I mean, we're changing lives. Nothing has meaning, only the meaning you give to it.
It's dope sticks, baby.